contemplated whether or not there's a chance they might just not come back at all. I can understand that. That would be maybe even a little bit harder, depending on how you feel about it and stuff. Because, like, yeah, kind of shit stings. I don't know, I have so much general personal woe, tragedy, and, like, fuck-uppery in my life that, like, I just don't expect anything from people anymore. Like, part of what I like about streaming is the fact that, like, if you have time and you want to be here, you're welcome to be here. If you want to talk, you can talk. If you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk. If you don't want to redeem or talk and let me know that you're here at all, I won't know that you're here. If you get sick of whatever I'm on about or run out of time and fuck off and don't say anything, I won't know you're gone. Because I never knew you were here unless you were talking to begin with. And so it gives people a lot of freedom to come and go as they please without affecting me. Because, you know, if you're talking to somebody like one-on-one and you watch them actively get bored with what you're talking about or actively space out, like, that shit can hurt. But also watching somebody's body language change, like, I've done a lot of body language research and stuff just to better understand communication and stuff like that throughout my life. And so watching somebody's body language subtly change during a conversation and their body starts pointing to an exit, or they start having like fidgety tells and stuff like that that kind of like express that they're bored or don't want to talk about like whatever topic or whatever. Or the worst one, the people that are waiting for you to shut up so that they can talk because they were never listening. Like, all those sort of things. I'm just so accustomed to existence with that kind of stuff that, like, I like the aspect of streaming where for 3 or so hours a night, I go live. I can talk about just about anything. People may or may not be here. I'll never know unless somebody chats or redeems something. And then the night ends and stuff. And people have had the freedom to come and go. I've been none the wiser to whoever or however many people have been here. And, like, I've had a couple of hours of just random chitty chats and conversations about whatever's going on in life and or like getting to know somebody that's decided to say hello for the first time and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I don't know. From my perspective of streaming, it gives me like, I don't know, I guess like some level of a social outlet kind of thing. Like, I'm not somebody that specifically super needs a social outlet. I know that that's really conflicting because, like, I talk a lot when I stream, but I talk a lot because I have, like, a designated amount of time where I can just talk and people can listen if they want to or not. Like, you can tune in and go, nah, this isn't my jam. Come back in like an hour's time or half an hour's time and see if I'm onto a different topic and see if that's more interesting and stuff like that or not. And yeah, there's no problem with that kind of thing. But like, that's a kind of freedom that I have with streaming, and that's kind of like, I don't know, that's sort of just how I kind of see it. Is just like, I'm here for a few hours. People can be here with me if they want to be. Like, I enjoy getting to know the people of my community and stuff like that because, like, I really don't like the concept of just, like, being surface level. I know it's not the greatest thing to be parasocial with your community and stuff, but I consider it to actually just be social. Because, like, you guys get to know me and I get to know you guys. It goes both ways. Like, obviously, like, there are people that don't want to talk too much about themselves or do want to keep a lot of their private life private and stuff like that. Totally respect that. Don't have to, like, answer questions, or you can be as vague as you fucking want. It's fine. But of course, you know, I would rather kind of roughly get to know somebody and be like, cool, it's nice that you've got a chance to, like, stop by on your lunch break, or, you know, I hope your day's going well and stuff like that. And I genuinely fucking mean it and stuff, because, like, I care and give a shit. And, like, seriously, Lima, we just, yeah, so where can you repair that? Stuff like that. Like, I definitely don't think I'd super enjoy, like, having X number of people that are, like, just a name and a number in my chat. I think that would just be a little, I don't know, impersonal. I don't really even know what the word is for it. I would say, like, impersonal might be the way to say it. But it's just, like, I don't know. I just rather get to know, like, as I said, this is, like, exactly the same as if I was just in a Discord channel. I'm watching you, mate. I'm seeing you bringing the cow up here. I'm just going to get rid of the hitching spots. But then again, if it doesn't have a hitching spot, he's taking it to pen, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. This would be no different than if I was just playing a game and you guys happen to be in the same voice channel as me, chatting away and stuff. It's the exact same thing. I think everybody's all right. Yeah. I just like doing a quick rounds because, like, McPherson got pretty injured and Broder got pretty injured. Broder actually lost some full fucking limbs here. They're missing, like, an eye, an arm, a leg. I might actually have gear to, like, fix Broder up, actually. I might get you a leg when you're healed. I'll wait till he's fully healed. Because at the moment, he's, like, he could die. He's got blood loss extreme. One more cut and he could go down. Caravans arrived. There we go. Colony's home. And our old man Jay Lee is back home too. Let me go get somebody to get you to your bed. Who's around? Cypress could probably do it. Actually, you are a pacifist, so I don't know how well you'll do it. I know you got a high percentage chance. You'd be right. Probably. I like small streamers because the vibe is just people hanging out together. Yeah. I don't know. I've watched, like I said, I've watched, like, a few different sort of levels of streamers and stuff like that. But, like, I don't know. I feel like the number of followers and stuff like that doesn't actually matter. I've seen people that have had, like, 100 or so followers or something like that be the most personable fucking people, the easiest to fucking watch, or absolute dog shit cunts that are horrible people and stuff. A complete flip of the coin. Same thing applies at, like, all the different, like, stages going up into, like, the thousands and stuff like that. Obviously, once you get into, like, the double digit thousands and stuff like that, it starts skewing as, like, a good percentage of some of the population do like that person and stuff. But there are people out there, there's always been people out there that, like, I've watched and I've been like, no, I just, there's something I either don't get or I just don't like about this specific person. I can't watch them. They're obviously not for me and stuff like that. But, like, I have tried to watch some of the bigger streamers and stuff like that, specifically initially when I started streaming, and also again more recently, because somebody made a really great point, is like if somebody's got, like, a lot of followers and stuff like that and you don't like them, might be worth, like, trying to figure out why other people like them, and, like, you know, just kind of, like, seeing what it is that they are, that, like, people are liking, kind of thing. I don't know how it was said. It definitely wasn't said as bad as I just butchered it. But like I had that with a couple of creators that I was just like, oh, these couple of creators are kind of like, they're all jizzle physics, or, you know, they're just loud or something like that, and they're not for me and stuff like that. But I'm like, you know, I went back and I watched them and stuff, and a couple of them were genuinely like actually really good, and I had definitely been a little bit too quick to judge kind of thing with like maybe my small sample size of what I saw initially. But then like a couple of them I was spot on. I feel like I hit the nail with that one and I wasn't missing anything kind of thing. But that happens. Like, some people are, not everybody's for everyone kind of thing. Yeah, mate, can you just, like, clean this whole room? Like, go ham, mate. A lot of the animals we brought back from that last hunt are already rotted, unfortunately. So we can't butcher them, which sucks. And apparently, Senma, mate, can I just get you to, like, just fucking arrest? Because, like, Blue Jay's, like, getting some fucking distance here. Like, they were going for a run. Jaylee's got some legs. Old man legs, but legs. Hold on. Let's see. How's your health? Apart from being naked and hungry and sweaty, that's something. Yeah, pretty much all your rivals. Everybody here is your rival. You now have 282 rivals, Jaylee, just letting you know. Should probably get on that. You have an acquaintance, though. You made an acquaintance in Kimmy. Cool beans. Kimmy is our resident doctor, by the way. So, she's one of the many doctors. But yeah, I guess you made friends with Kimmy, straight up. So that's the thing. So you two are still pinging as like medical emergencies, but it's literally just a blood loss extreme. That's all it is. I don't actually know if they're going to take that. No, they're going to take it to cremate it. But of course they're going to take it through the hospital, you know, because that's the only way to transport your rotting corpses. But hey, we're getting some meat out of all this bear stuff. I know it's probably like fucking packed with the food poisoning shit, but meat's meat. Like, food poisoning is like basically the song of my colony. If you haven't had food poisoning and you're one of my colonists, you haven't eaten yet. That's just how that works. But a nice amount of meat from the bears, at least. It's a good amount of meat. Plus maybe some leathers. Some peels. There is a turkey up there too I will get as well. I need to just undo that. Alright. Where I see someone like with 15k followers and I'm like, but why? Yeah. No, I've had that as well. But then again, sometimes like I just haven't found like the specific section. Like, you know, when you go watch like a big streamer and stuff like that, sometimes they have like really long streams and stuff. If you're only really seeing like, say, 20 minutes out of 6 hours, are you really getting that much of a snapshot of what the streamer is? Because that's kind of the way to look at it, is like, I kind of figure it's kind of like, you know how like kids have to try food, like the same kind of food over and over again before they like develop whether or not they like it? Texture, smell, taste, and crap like that. It's the same kind of crap with the streamers. Just don't put them in your mouth, obviously. But like, yeah, you kind of got to like find out if that's your kind of palette or not. Like, give them a couple of chances and stuff. Like, there's been a couple of streamers where I'm just not vibing with their entire style and stuff, whatever they might be doing. But like, you know, I've found them because of the game, but I've gone back and I've given them a few goes. And if I still don't like them after like several tries, fine. I just don't like them. That's normal. You're entitled to not like people if you don't like them, kind of thing. But why are there animals in here? There's a pack of sheep in here. But yeah, then like sometimes you could go back and you might find that like they're having a bad week, or they were doing an event. That's a big one too. Especially the really big streamers do events pretty often. And how they are during the events is not how they are during other stuff. like I've heard a couple of streamers recently talk about how somebody wanted them to do like another subathon event, and they're like, they don't mind doing it, but it's just like they don't get to do like a whole bunch of stuff they want to do. They've got to just keep progressing with the timer and stuff. And I'm like, I get that. I look at some of the streamers where they've got like, they've been doing a subathon for a month, and I'm like, I can't even imagine the level of fatigue that must be involved with that. Even when they've got like the counter still running with their avatar sleeping on the screen just to like buff out a few extra hours so that they can like get the counter down and shit. And I'm like, my God, like I physically couldn't do something like that. I don't naturally have the health for it. I also have to obviously be considerate of the fact that like my partner exists and may want to use the internet at some point or the computer or whatever, or have to like work from home or something. So like I wouldn't want to do that. Like the billathon was a lot. That was an experience, and I am glad that I did it because it has helped me so much. But at the same time, I don't think I could do that amount of time again. Either the duration or the length of time. There's the fucking horse. Sorry, I found it finally. I've been keeping an eye out for you for a while, mate. But yeah, like I figure if I do another kind of event like that, it's got to be shorter, or the time frame's got to be shorter per day or something like that. Something's got to push for that, for me to be able to do it, because I came out of that pretty exhausted. And then like I spent the last 2 weeks of April felt like they just disappeared because I was trying to rest, but I also felt like I had obligations to like get out ASAP, because obviously like there were rewards and stuff. And then like March really disappeared. I don't even fucking remember what happened in March at all. But again, I just felt so overwhelmed and pressured because I hadn't got a chance to recover yet. And then April, you guys all fucking know April to now and stuff has just been like the last like 6 weeks has been like pretty horrid. Except for like the Star vs. Forces watch party was pretty fun. Watching like the shows and stuff with you guys. The movie nights were also kind of fun too. I do enjoy those. But like, yeah, I don't know. Everything else around there, I just felt like I hadn't rested. I probably should have done like the billathon, then taken like a week off or something like that. But I hadn't done something like that before, so I had no idea what I was coming into and how to like approach rest. And I think it's kind of bad in a way that the only point where I've reached actually resting has been having my chair break, having no internet, and being really critically sick in like the span of like 3 weeks to actually take me out and force me to rest. And I'm like, that's why like I'm doing something wrong for me. In around this, I'm like, I'm always very willing to like fucking work as hard as I can, and I want to like bring out content, and I want to plan events, and I want to do stuff, but I'm also only one person, and like sometimes it's a lot. And I feel like, I don't know, when I'm not streaming and not editing and stuff, I feel like I should be doing stuff for my channel, like the rigging and stuff like that. Like I need to learn that. And I do want to have like my avatar hopefully ready for September, but I'm looking at the fact that with like basically the last month of delays, I'm probably looking at more like November or the very end of the year if we're lucky, which kind of messes around like, oh man, that's a huge area. It kind of messes around when I will do the hot ones and the karaoke event and stuff like that. To be fair, I could still do the hot ones with a PNT tuber. I could still do that. But the karaoke one should realistically be with the VTuber model. So unless I just push that back to like Christmas or some shit like that, or New Year's or something. But yeah, like little stuff like this just kind of messes stuff around a little bit, you know? Did you just take your hat off to sleep? Hold on. I thought you just had a silver helmet. You do have a white helmet. Huh. I didn't realize that the hats kind of disappear when they lay down. I didn't notice that. I've never noticed that. I was only noticing it because I saw he was wearing, like, he had a white hat and then he laid down, his hair went orange, and I'm like, what? Anyway. Barada is still like a medical emergency. We have so many body parts, so... See if... I'm gonna start your surgeries. I'd like to start with your eye, but that might kill you. Do I have a bionic leg? Still bionic arm. You do need an arm. Need lefts. Where is a leg? We've got prosthetic legs. I guess you can have a prosthetic left leg. We'll try with a bionic left arm. And we'll work our way up to a bionic... I actually think it's a right eye. Yeah. Alright. So we'll do that. His jaw's also cracked, but I think it will heal. Started to roam away. Why? Is it... Did they fix the gate? They fixed the gate. None of these are open. I'm guessing that what's happening is when this door down here is opening, it's counting that up here is open. And honestly, my animals just keep getting, like, hitched up at the moment. And Gan's got the plague, so that's a thing that he's got. Oh, we've got doors open in here too. Corpsey, mate. Can I get you to haul the rice? And Colo, can you haul the... I mean, I can make you consume it if you want to, but I'd rather you haul it, mate. Ah, there's the door. Green. That's where we are. Is this got... Hold on. Let me click on this grow area. Where is the grow area for here? I don't know how we got rice there, but we got rice there. So I'm guessing somebody must have been carrying around with that. But yeah, that's what's happened. That's the door that's open. I guess this is also the downside to me having the grow rooms in these like little channels, is they are right next to doors as well. So these ones might not have the problem here, but the ones up further probably will. I actually would really like to put these where the animals could eat them, but I don't know if they will eat from a hydroponic basin. I don't know if they can or if they will. But what I do need is I need my crematorium powered up. I know one of them's on, but one of them does like rotted animal cremation properly, and the other one they just ignore. I've got them set up basically identical, I believe, but it says, you know, no. So we'll see. Either way, we'll get the rotted animals out of here hopefully soon. And yeah, I think I've got all of my animals back home. So the other thing that would have happened too is my animals would have hit auto cull when they came home. And I have one chicken that's down. It can get culled. No. I don't want to sterilize it. I want to kill it. I hate that this is here because I'm so used to there just being so... I know it's been years, but I'm still so used to the first click being cull. So fuck knows how many chickens and shit I've accidentally sterilized. I would hate to see that fucking surgery. It's gonna be like microscopic. We've got a thrombo calf going on in here. What's this? The master? No. I don't want you guys to follow master around. I want you guys to go breed. That's what I need them to do. Alright. And how's the animal population? So we've got 78 ducks, 77 sheep. It looks like that's gonna be really close soon. 67 ducks and cows. It's doing pretty good. The ducks are kept. The cows should be soon. 30 odd dromedaries, 52 muffaloes. Muffaloes haven't even hit that cap yet. Horses. Like, the other thing too is with all the animals on the map, I might have an issue of not enough crops coming in, but so basically my thoughts is that I took all my animals off the map, all the hauling ones, so we could get a big bountiful crop. But now that they're back, they've basically just eaten this whole bottom area. And when the next day dawns, they'll probably eat this area and it will just kind of repeat. Unless they can like cull stuff. I have like individual grow areas and external grow areas where they can't get to, that I can still produce additional food that they're not eating. But I also need to make sure that they actually keep up with supply, because if not, they have to go on another caravan, which should be fine by the time one of these scanners finds the next lump. 24, 15. Where's my other ones? There. 20%, 49%. That one's about halfway. I thought I had more than that. I got a lot of ground scanning ones because I want them to do their ones here, which is fine. But I've only got like 4 that they can go find out and about. So my hope is that if I can get a couple more like gold lumps or something like that out and about, we can fuck off and go get more gold. I probably should like change it back to steel, but I think we're getting steel here with the ground penetrating ones. Because we've still got 11,000 steel. We've now got 36,000 wood, which is great. 10,000 cotton. It's doing pretty good with that. We even have like lots of fur. And then we've still got so much bear meat. We've got 3,000 bear meat, for fuck's sake. It's nearly at 4,000. But where was the thing I was looking for? We got a lot of gold. Still not enough gold for the stuff. We are running low on plasteel though. I'll tell you what, I'm probably not going to find plasteel in and around my base. I want that one to be plasteel, because it will find it pretty quickly. I need to be still finding at least 1 plasteel. And the rest of these things, like, they'll probably find steel in base. They'll find uranium and occasionally jade in base. I do need, like, mostly to go find gold for prosthetics, but I also need a lot of plasteel. So realistically, I could do with having 2 being plasteel and 2 being gold, but I think I get more plasteel than I get gold when I go to a quest. It's convoluted. I know, but it's fine. But apart from the fact that my people desperately need to clean this fucking place, and here goes all the fleet of animals going back to bed. Look at this shit. Look at it. Like, I've got sheep racing each other for a fucking bed spot. A hawk's just out here in the middle of it. Could you imagine the goddamn stampede? Imagine just standing there, and I've seen videos of people calling like chickens down from the fucking mountains and stuff, and I feel like this is it, right? It's just like a huge amount of animals just roaring past you to go to bed. I don't mind do that. I like seeing it when I have snow on the map, because they beeline a path through the snow and it looks really cool. Is the only problem with this map where I am at the moment, I don't have... Oh, I love how... Hold on. Love how it looks like Acrylic's literally struggling to get out of here past the animals. Sounds about right. But yeah, because I don't get snow, I can't see where their like most commonly walked paths are. But yeah, I tend to like having it for that reason. God, there's so many. She could have just gone out the pet door. It's always open. But yeah, holy crap. Most of this is actually like... I can only select 200. I think there's about 500 animal sleeping spots in here. Give or take, maybe more. Well, somebody just killed a chicken. But, yeah, not all of them fit. And I've got like all the various cats and panthers go into these beds and stuff. So I've got animals going like everywhere throughout the colony. But it's good. Like apart from the fact that they're getting heat stroke because it's summer. And you're still being operated on by the look of it. What part of the operation are you up to? You've got the prosthetic leg, you got the bionic arm, you're up to the eye. He's doing pretty good. If he can survive that, he can get up and be pretty good. But yeah, we've got, apart from him doing his medical stuff, we've got heat stroke and yeah, they're pretty good. I'm kind of expecting that I should have like another kind of attack. Maybe? Like the bear attack was kind of like piddly and I've had a few like mega scarab attacks. So like, I haven't been getting a lot. I've been getting infestations and manhunter packs and crap. But yeah. I'm thinking if we can get like some more food, like I'd like to get everybody's prosthetics and bionics and stuff installed because I've got a lot of colonists that are missing like bits and pieces and I'm trying to fix them up so that they can walk faster, they do have more mobility, they can talk, all their social needs, their eyes, all that stuff is all sorted, right? I'm trying to fix them physically at the moment. And then I kind of want to get them some armor, like maybe just get some simple helmets out of the place or whatever. So at least they're like avoiding like headshots and stuff. And then, yeah, I kind of want to start getting them to move. But it's still going to be like probably another couple of months before like I find somewhere and we start moving and we've got everybody's got bits and pieces and we survive attacks and all sorts of stuff. So it's got a bit of ways to go, but we're getting lots of prosthetics. It's good. But yeah, obviously like this is 3 hours. So I'm going to stop here. My voice is starting to get sore. I look at my fucking smack of white for animals. Jesus. It's so much. But they're doing pretty good. Everybody's home. There's only a couple of people that are upset. I don't even know why. Got a frail back. Recreationally starved. They've fixed the thing. Yeah. Alright. I think it's just probably going to be like maybe an attack or some people like wigging out over like the next week or so. We'll see.